ain't shit, she a liar. Need a sellout, she was higher. The bitch washed up, start the dryer. Thought you was gonna read live and it was done. I'm from Louisiana, bitch, I ain't the one. Had everybody name on your tongue, but a bitch can't speak on you, are you dumb? Got all that money and you moving like a bum. Guzzling master crumb like it's crumb. Glad a bitch ain't starving cause you sharing none. Sitting over there looking like Big Pun. You the whole pun, claiming to be icon, running a damn pun. You never see a cap, use a capitalist. That's why I want this rap, you gon' get this shit. Cosplaying trend, bitch, you not my sin. Cosplaying trend, bitch, you not my sin. Cosplaying trend, cosplaying trend, cosplaying trends, bitch, you not my shit. Steal your brand, Kaya. Word ain't shit, she a liar. Need a sellout, she was higher. The bitch washed up, started dryer. She'll steal your brand, Kaya. Word ain't shit, she a liar. Need a sellout, she was higher. The bitch washed up, started dryer. Every time you fucking look around, this bitch always got some shit going on. You was beefing with Gio. You was beefing with Jennifer Larricus. You was beefing with Toxic K. You was beefing with Kaya. Bitch, you be beefing with everybody. Bitch, you be beefing with everybody. Beefing with everybody. Beefing with everybody. Word ain't shit, she a liar. Thought you was gonna read live and it was done. Thought you was gonna read live and it was done. Thought you was gonna read live and it was done. Damn the enemy, let me get on my job. I'ma take a spat off your back like a corn on the cob. Fucking teeth, your whole show I rhyme. Who you up your throne and took over your mob? Who you the lost your mansion, now you back to the live and live. No more late front. Kiss it static. Bow. If I ain't moving like your fan, you wanna make me an op. All in after bag, bitch, you might be a cop. Big dick, bitch, yeah, you gotta be stopped. Nothing left forever, hope it's fun at the top. Just like Humpty, that ain't gon' drop. 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 Moving like a fan, you moving like a fan, you moving like a fan, you wanna make me an op. She'll steal your brand, Kaya. Word ain't shit, she a liar. Need a sellout, she was higher. The bitch washed up, started dryer. She'll steal your brand, Kaya. Word ain't shit, she a liar. Need a sellout, she was higher. The bitch washed up, started dryer. Order in the courts. Order in the courts. It has been brought before the court today that I must now, with heavy heart, descend into miry clay. That I must now eat that greasiest pork chopicus. I have been trying to stay away from this greasiest pork choppers, but someone in Punkville under the Patriarchy, there was a trans woman under the Patriarchy that sent me a clip of TS Madison saying the same read that TS Madison always says. TS Madison said that he had to tell a tranny to pull his nuts down when he is talking to him. T.S. Madison said, pull your nuts down, sir, when you're talking to me. Order in the court. Order in the court. T.S. Madison said, pull your nuts down when you're talking to me. And we here in the court of Laylim Layler say you need to get those nuts cut off. You need to get those nuts removed because those nuts are causing you to look like a clown, a pure clown. A Cabbage Patch Kid is what you look like. A big old Cabbage Patch Kid. Ooh, look at the ancestors. Look at the ancestors. They around here touching and agreeing right now. We got to set this up on something more sturdy. Look at the ancestors. They said they is around here touching and agreeing. They had to touch and they had to get a piece of that. This young man, well, this old man, because they ain't young no more. We the same age, so I ain't young no more either. But this young man is constantly talking about this older man, this middle-aged man. And this is the thing. So in order to give context, we have to understand what was being said. So Dr. Heavanly recently made some homophobic, perceivably homophobic comments to members of the gay community. And what's funny is that the gay community, like, I really want to be upset for y'all and just like feel away, but I really don't feel away because right now we being woe out as a trans community, and y'all got time to pick on one black woman for saying some stuff that is common in our community. Like, everybody know that gay men, all of them, aren't weak. Gay men are, a lot of gay men are warriors. A lot of gay men are soldiers. And to be upset over one female making a comment just because of how she was trained or how she was brought up. I really feel like I don't know why Dr. Heavenly called herself Dr. Heavenly because everything come out her mouth is hell. But I honestly wouldn't take what Dr. Heavenly says personal. I, for one, because Dr. Heavenly always got something smart to say out of her mouth. It's just always like, I never got into Housewives. I don't watch them like that. I was only able to watch for Married to Medicine, all that. I could not really get into all that. I did not follow it like y'all. I guess because y'all have invested so much time and energy into that franchise, into that system. I could see why y'all would be butthurt over what Dr. Heavenly said, but nothing that she said surprised me. Nothing that she said really wore me out. And I know that there are a lot of gay men who are warriors, who are soldiers, who will fight. You know what I'm saying? There are men in the military who will rip your head off and then go right over here. That's when Alexander the Great conquered the known world, it was filled with homosexuals, and they were warriors, and they were homosexual. Gay men are some of the most violent, cutthroat, animalistic, carnal beings on the planet. They give you that primp and fresh and clean and all together, but that's because a lot of them is holding inside a monster, a savage. So, I don't look at gay men as weak or look at gay men as not having the ability to fight and defend. But let's be clear. But let's be clear. I don't look at gay men like that. Hey, baby, how you doing? I love you, daughter. But yeah, I don't look at gay men. I don't look at gay men as weak. But it was the thing for TS Madison trying to jump on the bandwagon and use that as an opportunity to sneak another read, to sneak another diss out towards, me again. Like using me as the poster child for every time you feel like reading a sex change girl talking about pull your nuts down. Like every time you always talking about pulling your nuts down. Like, why are you so fixated on nuts, bitch? The court want to know why you so fixated. What is going on with nuts, baby? Did somebody do something to you? What's the fixation with nuts and dick, baby? Shit. You call yourself the big dick big chew, always around here talking about some nuts. What's going on? It's something deep rooted going on. What's going on? Pull your nuts down, bitch. What is the fixation? What happened? Bitch, I done broke the damn gavel, bitch. Bitch, what's the fixation? Bitch, every time you look around this Cabbage Patch Kid headed bitch. This bitch look like a Cabbage Patch Kid. And it's the gag. And this the gag. She gonna say in the video, from what I understood from the text, when I want to get up with a bitch, when I want to fight a bitch, when I want to let a bitch have it, I'ma say what I want to say. Bitch, you don't want to fight me, TS Madison. Bitch, if it ever came down to me and you scrapping, bitch, you will get one of your butch queens to fight me. You will get one of your minions to fight me, or you'll try to use a gun on me. Bitch, you wouldn't go. Bitch, you wouldn't go with the hands with me, bitch. With my nuts gone, bitch. Bitch, you wouldn't go. Bitch, you wouldn't go with the hands, bitch. Bitch, you wouldn't go with the hands, ho? Bitch, you wouldn't go with the hands, ho? Bitch, with these nuts gone, bitch. You wouldn't go with the hands, bitch. you wouldn't go with that. Bitch, you ain't got no win for me, hoe. I'm talking about pull your nuts down. Bitch, you ain't got no win for me, hoe. Bitch, you ain't got no win for me, hoe. Bitch, you better use that money. Bitch, you have to use that money, bitch. And pay one of that, bitch. And I'm a whole fucking sex change, bitch. And bitch, I'm soft as butter, bitch. And you still wouldn't want to go with the hands, bitch. Bitch, you still wouldn't want to go with the hands. Bitch, you harder than me, bitch. You a whole motherfucking brick, bitch. Bitch, you a whole fucking brick, bitch. Yes, ma'am. She was talking about me again. Somebody tagged me in it when she was responding to the Dr. Heavanly shit. The bitch said she had to tell a trainee, bitch, you the fucking trainee, bitch. I'm the finished work, hoe. I'm the finished work, nigga. Nigga. Son. Man and son. Bitch, I'm finished. Bitch, I'm done. And bitch, with this raggedy mouth and these empty pockets, bitch, I could still stand on side of you all. Bitch, I could still, bitch, you done had everything and everything and its mammy and pappy done to you, bitch. And bitch, I could still walk in the room and get the same attention you get, if not more, punk. If not more, punk. Who you talking to, bitch? I couldn't believe the Patriarchy tried me. Timothy could get somebody pregnant right now. Oh, man. Timothy might have a baby on... No. Timothy hates pussy. Timothy hates vagina. Timothy hates vagina on trans men. Timothy hates vagina on females. Timothy hates vagina on post-op women. Timothy hates vagina. TS Madison has womb envy. TS Madison has a deep-rooted hate towards any type of hole that is not a booty hole or a penis hole. TS Madison has a deep-rooted disrespect and anger towards any hole that is not a booty hole, a mouth hole, or a penis hole. Order in the court. Order in the court. He don't like vagina holes. He don't like them if they man-made. He don't like them if they surgically made. He don't like them if they natal born. He don't like them if they on a trans man. He does not like them. That is why he's in that questionable marriage right now, because he wants y'all to believe that he can get a man. That is why he is paying that man to be his husband right now. We know he's paying that man. We know that man is a paid actor. We know that. Order in the court. Order in the court. We know that's a paid actor. That's his fiance. We know it's a paid actor. Somebody put paid actor in the chat. It's a paid actor. Somebody put paid actor in the chat. Slid out a damn V-hole and got a problem with it. The man is getting a weekly, that man is getting a weekly stipend. Somebody say that man is getting a weekly stipend in the chat. That was 100% pure love, said the man is getting a weekly stipend. We're going to have to pay Gigolo. My goddess God today. He's getting paid for his services rendered. Hey, we know T.S. Madison can respect a good sex worker, huh? I don't think he even got to hit it. How many of y'all think he got to hit it? How many of y'all think he just getting paid to be with her in public? How many of y'all think he actually hitting it? How many of y'all think he tapping it? If you think he tapping it, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't think he even got to tap it, put a 0 in the chat, for that's how many times he done tapped it. How many of y'all put a 0 in the chat if you think, put a 0 in the chat if you think he ain't even got to tap it. He ain't even had to tap it. Put a 1 in the chat if you think he tapping it. Somebody say 0. You just had to hold her in. Order in the court. Order in the court. Order in the court. Order in the court. That tells me cash don't bring peace. All the money in the world, huh? All the money in the world, huh? Madison, take it. Ain't taking dick no more. She eat too much rich foods. Oh, could you imagine all the dushing? Oh my goodness. Bitch. Somebody say Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory. Somebody put the Chocolate Factory in the chat. Somebody say TS Madison booty hole is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory at this point. Bitch. Bitch, Willy Wonka and the Dookie Factory, bitch. Don't stop, rock with it, get it, bitch. TS in need of an enema, bitch. Bitch. Oh, oh my goodness. It be say she needs Niagara Falls in them to clear out their waste. Okay, so it's not enough thumbs up on this video. So it tells me it's a lot of y'all monitoring spirits is here because y'all not supporting this live. Seafood gravy, sludge. Where's the thumbs up at? We need some thumbs up in the chat. Where the thumbs up at? Where the likes? Who hitting that like button? Oh my goodness, my nose is running. No, I have not had a bump today. Bitch, I ain't had a bump this week. Well, I ain't gonna say this entire week. That would be a lie. But I damn sure ain't had none yesterday or today. So, bitch, now. Girl, the vacation is over, bitch. What you do on your vacation is your business, girl. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I was on vacation. But, girl, let's get back to this video. Let's get back to this content. So, I'm minding my business and I receive I'm minding my business and I receive, little white girl who been trying to build up some beef with me, who been trying to have an argument with me. Every time TS Madison fixed her mouth to say something about me, the girl sits there and patiently watch TS Madison whole entire video to wait to see TS Madison say something about me. So, thank you for the purple hearts. Thank you so much, Laylim Nation. So the girl sits back and waits to see when T.S. Madison gonna say something about me, and then sends me the video every time T.S. Madison says something about me. And so T.S. Madison used that same read every time, talking about pull your nuts down when you talking to me. And the crazy part about it is, let's be clear. Out of all the girls that have stood toe to toe with her over the past few years, it's been my nutless ass that's the bane of her existence. She can't fucking stand me, bitch. You had to start talking up under my clothes first, bitch. Bitch, you had to go below the belt first. Bitch, it took a bitch with no nuts to get you riled up, bitch. And now you done got to the point to where you can't keep my name out your mouth, bitch. Somebody say it sound like a fan, bitch. You sound like you're a fan, bitch. You're the one with all the celebrity. Bitch, you're the one working with Tyler Perry. Bitch, you're the one working with RuPaul. Bitch, you're the one working with Beyonce, bitch. But you can't get my motherfucking name out your mouth. Somebody put fan in the chat, bitch. From a bitch with no nuts. From a bitch who you keep saying gotta pull their nuts down. Bitch, you can't keep my name out your mouth, bitch, without nuts. Without nuts. Without nuts. And that's why you keep trying to comfort me, because you're surprised that it's a post-op girl that's getting you together like that. That it's a post-op girl, a nutless girl that's gathering you, bitch. You better recognize a real woman, punk. That's why you shook, bitch. Bitch, recognize a real woman, punk. Bitch, you over there and salivating and infatuated, bitch. Bitch, you can't take no dick no more because your booty hole is full of dookie. Bitch, you got mounds and mounds and mounds of peanut butter caked up in that motherfucking stomach, up in that gut, bitch. You got mounds and mounds and mounds and mounds of waste and dookie and Christmas dinner, ghost of Christmas past dinner, ghost of Thanksgiving present dinner, and ghost of motherfucking Christmas future dinner still up in that booty hole, up in that canal, bitch. And so you can only fantasize about getting a phallic to go through all that rotted booty, that hard cave of an ass that you got sitting on your back. That cave, it's a big old hard cave that these men's got to go through, bitch. They got to excavate your motherfucking asshole, bitch, to get inside of there. Then they got to deal with the motherfucking Willy Wonka. Bitch, I done broke the damn thing, bitch. Then they got to deal with the Willy Wonka chocolate factory, bitch. Bitch, they got to excavate the tunnels, bitch. Then they got to get through all that decayed rock, all that gravel and rock and all of that. They got to excavate that and get through that. That's why you around here worshiping dick, because bitch, you can't do nothing with it but look at it and play with your own. Bitch, you lay in the bed at night on top of that mountain you call an ass, bitch. Up in there jacking off, bitch. Bitch propped up, bitch. Body going like this, bitch. Bitch body doing like body looking like a fucking seesaw at the park, bitch. You laid in there, bitch. Back going back, legs going back, bitch. You like a seesaw, bitch. Dick propped up, bitch, like a mountain, bitch. On that fucking ass, bitch. Playing with your fucking self, bitch. Cause ain't nobody else playing with it unless you paying them. The fuck? Bitch in there propped up like a fucking mountain, bitch. Cause bitch, I know my motherfucking booty, bitch. I ain't got the booty you got, bitch. And I know, bitch, when I be laying in the bed, bitch, my booty be bothering me, bitch, and this all my ass. Bitch, this all my ass, bitch. Bitch, you laying on top of that motherfucking mountain, bitch. It's nothing but hard muscles back there, bitch. Bricking muscles, bitch. Bricking motherfucking muscle, bitch. Bitch ain't nothing, bitch. Bitch. A nigga try to get up in there, try to run up in there. First of all, he should get paid for trying. Any man that go back there and try to dig her out. Any man that go back there and try to dig her out, he should get paid a handsome wage. Somebody put handsome wage in the chat. He should get paid a handsome wage for being willing to navigate that, bitch. Bitch, for being willing to somebody put handsome wage in the chat, bitch. It's this bitch got dinner of Christmas past. And dinner of Thanksgiving past in her motherfucking stomach, bitch. At this point, bitch, you're excavating tunnels, bitch. Girl, how dare you, girl? I know she gotta get in the shower after she poops. That lady said, I know she gotta get in the shower after she poops. Pay that man. That's right. Give that man his money for having to navigate that, bitch. I will worship dick too. Because, bitch, at this point, bitch, you are literally just something to look at. Bitch, that's why your social media presence is so important. That's why being in all them videos and all that, like, bitch, having your social media, because, bitch, at this point, bitch, you are a animated blow-up doll, bitch. You are something to look at, bitch. Bitch, physically, bitch, just doing that in real life, like having sex with you in real life at this point, girl, bitch, it's too complicated. Bitch, it's too motherfucking complicated at this point, bitch. It's too much going on, bitch. Bitch, it's too much going on, bitch. How do we do this, bitch? Bitch, how do we do this? Bitch, how do we do this anatomically? How does this even happen? I definitely can't see you jumping up and down in nobody cookies, because if you lay on your back, then you propped up like a damn seesaw. You propped up like a damn seesaw, all that damn that damn mountain of a ass. Then if you trying to hit it from the back, you can't go too long without you being tired. Like that just seemed like a lot of work. That just, oh my, how does that even happen? Come on, handsome wage in the chat. The boys had to wear sneakers to poke her in the videos. Wow, they had to wear sneakers. Mm. And I'm sure now, like when you're having sex with her, you probably have to lay down. You know how like when you eating seafood, you have to put plastic on and you have to wear your gloves and you put plastic all over the table because you don't want to get the seafood everywhere. So I'm sure now she probably just have to lay a whole plastic sheet over the bed or where the area wherever they are, girl. You know, just lay plastic down and he just get in it with some plastic gloves on, girl. Just, you know, to be ready for the chocolate factory. Cause I can't imagine, girl. And ma'am, you a size queen, girl. You can't be taking no big ones, girl. You cannot be having no big dick going all up in there, girl. That's just oh. Girl, but you steady talking about pull your nuts down. And that's why I really think that you low-key aggravated and you can't stand sex changes, because deep down inside you want a sex change. Because that booty hole done been ran through the ringer. That booty hole, somebody say that booty hole done been ran through the ringer. That booty hole needs to be retired. That booty hole needs to be in the Hall of Fame. That booty hole needs to be in the Hall of Fame. That booty hole has done, after you've done all you can. After you've done all you can. After you've done all you can, bitch. That booty hole has done all its fucking can, bitch. That booty hole done works and works until it can't work no more. Somebody say that booty hole done works. Somebody say, get that booty hole its freedom. Freedom, freedom, I can't lose. Freedom, cut me loose. Yeah, yeah, freedom. Bitch, you need a motherfucking pussy, bitch. So you get that motherfucking booty hole a break, bitch. That's what the fuck need to happen, bitch. That's why you can't take the sex change girls. Because, bitch, secretly, you want to give that booty, you want to be able to get, you want a new hole. You want a new hole. You want a new hole that you got. It's blocked up by silicone and hard rock and sediment and gravel and brick and mortar and concrete. And it's and you could barely get the dookie to come out through there. And then when the dookie finally come out, it's so much doo-doo. So much dookie. My God, it's God today. It's so much, it's an endless flow of fecal matter, just constantly just pouring out. And no one can enjoy it. Who would want to eat that? Who would put their mouth down there to eat that? Who would eat that? Huh? Right now, my pussy giving me a little problem, but the booty hole still there. So, you know, I could alternate. But right now, I'm not having sex at all. I'm getting myself together. Getting myself together this season. Yeah, no dick right now. Don't want dick right now. But I can take some. I can take it. I can take it in my ass and my puss. In my puss and my ass. Go down there and do a little wipe up, a little freshen up. And guess what, baby? We ready to roll. 2 holes. Well, 3 if you count this mouth. And these hands. Bitch, I be working. Girl, I had to descend today. But I just want to let him know, child. And then he always talking about if I want to get up with a bitch, I want to fight a bitch. Bitch, you wouldn't fight me. Bitch, you'll send one of your punk mens. You send one of your punk followers, or you'll try to motherfucking pull that iron on me. Bitch, you wouldn't fight me with the hands, bitch. And you be sitting over there saying all that shit with your chest, bitch. You be, cause bitch, bitch, you all loud. Bitch, you like one of them dogs when you walk past their house, bitch, be all loud, be barking and be making all that fucking noise. That's what you is. Bitch, you one of them big old loud, tired dogs, bitch. You like old Yeller, bitch. You give me very much old Yeller tease, bitch. You an old dog, just an old grouchy dog. You pass by the house. And bitch, as soon as you walk up close to that bitch gonna run. And I'm not even a violent person. I'm not no person who is known for fighting, who is known for beating girls up. I am not that girl. But they will also tell you that I wasn't no scary bitch either. They will also tell you that I was not scared to fight either, especially when someone was playing with me or my family. So I'm not sitting up here acting like I'm the bitch that was, oh, yes, I'm ready. Let's go, bitch. Let's go with the hands, bitch. That was not my energy. I was not the girl that was known for fighting. But I was known for standing up to bullies. I was known for not being scared of bullies. And that's what the fuck you are, Madison. You're a fucking bully. And that's why I don't fucking like you. Because you're a fucking bully. You're a bully. And you mad because I call you on your fucking shit because you're a fucking bully. Bitch, I'm not scared of fucking bullies. Bitch, what Jasmine Sullivan said, I'm not scared of lions and tigers and bears. Bitch, you an old fucking dog walking past the yard, bitch. Hurt, 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 hurt. That's who the fuck you is. Bitch, I'm not afraid of no fucking bully. And that's why I'm gonna call you out on your shit every fucking time, ho. Every fucking time, ho. Like if you go back and you watch the video that she's talking about, matter of fact, we gonna watch a little bit of that hoe right now. Cause this the video that she felt like she had to respond to that had her just like completely fucking shook. This the video. Now, months ago, the bitch was, in a different life, we could have been friends and blah, 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 whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Yeah, she was in a different life. I would have liked it if we could have been friends. Which again was why I went to one of the shows that she was giving because bitch, I was really, ready to motherfucking extend the olive branch and be like, okay, girl, well, this beef has gone on long enough, girl. Let's try to move past this shit and let's not, let's bring in the year with peace. That's pretty much where I was with it. But then she said some shit about she was the reason why the community she put the girls on her, like she tried to take credit for the movement. And bitch, that shit triggered the fuck out of me, girl. And bitch, I slid, bitch. Girl, every time I've read her, girl, I've never like really, really like went. I ain't never dug in on that bitch like I could have dug in on that bitch. That's why it just surprises me that she felt like she wanted to go below. Now, since then, I have dug in on that bitch. Okay. You know, I have so much content. Like 3 months ago. Taking accountability for being messy. TS Madison. Transcriptors and fake leaders. Oh, that's a good one. Fighting over grant money. I had to book a bitch there too. And I had a whole different topic planned for today because I wanted to talk about, and I'll probably go into this more later, but I wanted to talk about how, I really wanted to delve into how cis women, um, how cis women be constantly saying that the girls want to be them. And, I can't speak for all the girls, but girl, I have no desire to imitate that. I mean, there was a time when I thought that's what I was supposed to do. Because that's how society grooms you. Like, if you're too feminine, if you present too femininely, if you naturally resonate more with your feminine side or lean more to your feminine side, then society starts trying to groom you to fit into either side. They try to force you to fit a box. And see, females or cis women who don't have a small mind, they would be able to grasp that. Okay, maybe they're not trying to be like me, but maybe they're resonating more with their mothers. They're resonating more with their grandmother. Like, in this binary, you have to fit in somewhere. Like, that's how you're being groomed. Literally, the president is saying right now there's only two sexes. They're trying to force us to only identify with two sexes. I am an intelligent person. I know that I don't have to blend in with something simply because, oh, I got a dick, so I'm supposed to act like this. Bitch, I'm not a dog or a cat or a chicken. Bitch, I'm a whole human being. Bitch, I have a soul. My genitalia does not determine where I'm going to connect or where I'm going to fit in at. So if I'm resonating more with my mother and my grandmother, a lot of females, they automatically, cis women in particular, they think that because you are resonating more with the feminine energy or you're resonating more with your mothers, automatically you trying to copy off of them. Automatically you trying to imitate them. And this is what I don't like about a lot of girls. Instead of us having the intellectual capacity and the range to be able to articulate that to these cis women, y'all want to get into a debate and y'all want to argue with them. There's nothing to argue about. Bitch, I'm not emulating you. Bitch, I'm more connected to the divine feminine. I'm not copying you because I would never copy a bitch who would think that I was trying to imitate her and who would try to put me down and try to attack me. Bitch, you're not the divine feminine, bitch. You are the residue, bitch. Bitch, you channeling the patriarchy, bitch. Bitch, you the patriarchy with a pussy hoe. Bitch, I'm not trying to be like you. Bitch, I'm not trying to mirror you, hoe. And so a lot of girls don't have the capacity to articulate that because y'all too busy with Father God, King Jesus, dick in your mouth. You don't know how. All you know to the virtuous woman and scriptures from the Bible that reduce women because the Bible took out every empowering scripture for queer people and for women. It took most of them out of there. The only scriptures that left in there was scriptures that made women servants to men, made women obedient to men. That's the only scriptures it left in there to empower women. It used the palpable niggas and the even more palpable females. And so I'm not trying to mimic you in this. None of you, bitch, right now, if I could be born right now, if the ancestors came to me right now and said that we will reincarnate you and make you any female you wanted to be on this planet, you could trade places with any female on this planet right now. You could leave your body and you could be born into any female body on this planet. Bitch, I wouldn't choose none of you hoes. And the gag is the closest thing to it is Queen Latifah, and Queen Latifah ain't even with a fucking man. Queen Latifah is a fucking whole one. But Queen Latifah give me too much of, you know, patriarchy. That's why I couldn't do Queen Latifah either, because Queen Latifah be here for the patriarchy too, low key. But Queen Latifah find a way of telling stories that center women and that celebrate women and that uplift feminine energy. But you know, she still gotta work within her range. I've watched every episode of The Equalizer. I love everything that Queen Latifah has put out. Queen Latifah is iconic to me. The to me, Queen Latifah is one of the baddest females walking the planet. But Queen Latifah still gotta wear that straight hair. Gotta get them children that straight hair. Gotta play within the parameters of this patriarchy. Gotta fit within the parameters of this patriarchy. And had to wait years to come out as who Queen Latifah really was. Had to wait years to walk completely in their truth. But one of the most iconic females on this planet ain't even with a man. Like, that's the one. I respect Queen Latifah. Like, I don't get me wrong, I love Gabrielle Union, but Gabrielle Union she give me two sororities. She give me two boulets. She give me boule energy. Give me too much boule. It give me too much black boule energy. You know, give me very black boule energy. Black excellence, secret society boule energy. You know, Angela Bassett. You know, I was really crazy about her, but it's giving Black Boule Secret Society as well. You know what I'm saying? It's giving let me get my bag above all else. Viola Davis is giving, you know, phenomenal artists, phenomenal actresses, phenomenal storytellers, but it's all within the confines of this matrix. Like, I'm not seeing anyone who's really breaking through and showing me some things that I've ever, like, we have like those moments in black culture. We have those moments where you see something that has the capacity to be transcendent, but overall, no, all of y'all doing the same shit. All of y'all doing the same shit. All of y'all telling the same story. I think we had like a small moment in that anthology. I don't know what it was, but it had the guy who was tried for messing with the white girl, um and he was doing so good with his career, and it had the girl that ended up getting the HIV in Tyler Perry movie Temptation. Y'all remember that series that had the girl who got the HIV in Temptations and the guy who got tried for being with the white girl? Them two is the lead characters. What was the name of that series? But that series had a moment in it where she was like, when one of the characters was talking about what her name was, and you know, it had the moment of being the alien and finding out, like, that was that one moment, you know, in all of the art that we've seen mainstream, where I think we got close to having a conversation about the capacity of this melanin, of this blackness. Like, but for the most part, child, y'all will give us a whole bunch of money, y'all will give us a whole bunch of material shit, and y'all will try to make it look like that equates being at the top of the hill, when the motherfucker got a pea brain and a pocket full of money, and y'all will equate that as being on top. Literally, a pea brain, pea consciousness, spirituality is dead, soul is gone, not conscious of nothing, just a mechanical bull when it comes to adding up wealth and creating wealth. You have a knack for creating wealth, but spiritually you are dead. Your soul is dead, your mind is dead. There's no complexities. You're not multifaceted. You're just this flat piece of paper. You're just this. You're not complex. You're not multidimensional. You're not multifaceted. You're just a flat surface, and you just can make some money. You just know how to make money. You just know how to get resources, but it's not really a lot to you. That's who run this shit. Dear putting sock puppies. Okay, now we getting close to it. This the video that pissed that bitch off. Damn, where that video at? I know it wasn't that motherfucking far back that I said that shit about that hoe. Maybe I passed that bitch up. I thought I put that bitch name in the topic. That bitch was upset about that video though. That bitch was upset. That bitch was upset. I think it was before this. Girl, I'm gonna have to come back to this later because it's taking a little bit long time. Because I know I didn't read that bitch. Yeah, it's not doing them in order right here. That's what's going on. It's scattering these bitches around. And it's not giving me a order. I was trying to find the video where I fucking said, so she basically was taking credit and I responded back to that video. This bitch is not putting them in order though. Yeah. Yeah, it's not letting me look at it the way I look at it on here, and I feel like that's taking too long. But I may review that in another video. Like I was trying to get some of the footage. Ooh, girl, I need to stretch. I was trying to get some of the footage where I was talking like I literally was saying like some valid shit and like Miss Baby just came back with a whole bunch of bullshit and like it just really took this rivalry into a whole nother level. Okay, let me read some of this read some of these comments. Nadia said, ooh child, what I miss. You missed a lot. You missed a lot. Trick, no shade. I only know about her because of a trick, no shade. Who you talking about? We resonate and guide through the realm with our sovereign divine feminine energies, not our vessels. Ashe. They the bootleg laughable feminine. And swear because they born with vaginas, that's all it take. And everything is and everything affirms that. Everything affirms that. You know what I'm saying? Like there was multiple reasons why, I went on ahead and got this hold. For one, I was tired of getting fucking my ass. I was tired. I like to be penetrated. I was tired of getting done in my booty hole. I was tired of dealing with feces. I was tired of dealing with fecal matter. I was tired of tucking. I was tired of waking up with hard-ons. I was tired of all of that. I was tired of being connected to all of that. I don't understand it. Like I like it, but I just don't care to have it on me. Like no, like no. And also if I'm being honest, there was a little trauma around it. Like I've never really felt like accepted in male spaces or I've never really felt heard in male spaces. And that continues because guys have always saw me as more feminine than masculine. I was one of those girls that the boys were rarely this how you know a boy really see your fish, like, and this is no shade to girls who always be able to top the boys, but it just means that really low key you reside more in your masculine. If a nigga always offering you some booty, if he comfortable with giving you booty, like if he comfortable with letting you dive in his cakes, it's low key because he see you as a nigga. But a lot of dudes would not offer up cakes to me, would not give me cakes. Like I would literally have to like constantly drop hints that I wanted to do it. And the only reason why I wanted to do it is because I was trying to compete with the other girls. Now, white men, of course, they fetishized us and they barely looked at us as human. They looked at us like pets. So of course they didn't have no problem. Like white men was always offering me some booty hole. But that's because a lot of Caucasian men didn't even see me as human. They saw me as a pet. I remember I was with a couple one time and they kept calling me kitten. Bitch, the motherfuckers didn't even see me as human. Low key. They saw me like a pet. Bitch, can we bring it? Can we take it with us, bitch? It was giving very much that tease. I want it. Can we bring it with us? It was giving very much that energy. So, because a lot of Caucasian people fetishized me, they were able to sexualize me and look at me for my sexual parts. But a lot of times, black men did not see it for me in that way, bitch. They didn't want that piece, bitch. They wanted that booty, bitch. They wanted me to be a girl with them, and they felt very uncomfortable with bottoming for me. They felt very so like even when it came to using the penis, I was not perceived as someone who was masculine enough to be climbing niggas' backs. Like I just didn't have enough masculine energy. But that doesn't mean that I'm inferior. That doesn't mean that I'm less powerful. That just means my power comes from a different place. So I don't feel diminished because I wasn't perceived as masculine enough to be climbing on niggas' backs. I was because I wasn't being hired to be a rock climber in the nigga community. Like I'm not disenchanted by that. But I'm just letting you know the level of how serious this was. Like not only was my voice being silenced and my voice being suppressed and repressed in dominantly male spaces. Like now before puberty, it seemed like I would always find a way to have the ear of the most popular boy. Either he had a crush on me or he just respected me because he saw how smart I was. But as we got closer to puberty and my femininity could not contain itself, I could not suppress my femininity. I could not suppress my connection to the divine feminine. As it became more apparent, as it became more clear that I was a child of the goddess, that I was from mother, as I was more so one of her descendants, as that shit became clear, niggas started pushing me out of spaces. We don't want to hear you. We won't want to hear what you saying. You a op. That's how I started getting treated in male spaces. Like I was an op. I started getting treated like I was an op, even around some of my trans sisters who was pre-op. Because they love saying once a girl get bottom surgery, she start talking crazy, she lose her mind. No, no. We start tapping into more things that y'all can't fully fathom. That's what happens. Y'all say we go crazy, but no. The world opens up. We start thinking, okay, so before you get that orchiectomy, and it's not for everybody, so don't run and try to get your orchiectomy because I'm saying what I'm saying. Before you get your orchi, you're thinking like this. You're in this space. You have your little space that you in. But when you go and you get that bottom surgery, motherfucking shit open up. Because that feminine energy start taking over. That feminine energy start really, really coming in. And so you start dealing with things that you never really thought about before, that you was never even worried about before. Child, I remember when I had my orchiectomy, it was certain shit that I just wasn't even worried about. I used to walk out on the block and be half naked and be doing all type of inappropriate stuff that was putting my life in danger and putting my freedom in danger. And bitch, I just didn't care. Bitch, I was thinking like a nigga, bitch. Fuck it, bitch. Who gonna pop me? Bitch, I got that motherfucking orchiectomy, bitch. I started, oh, that's not, I don't want to be seen like that. Put some clothes on. Let me hold on. It's kind of late to be going out. Like, child, I don't know, girl. Body breaking down. You starting to get soft, girl. You starting to really, really see yourself as the divine, as a feminine energy, and you're wanting to move in a way that's protective and nurturing of that. You want to move in a way that you're really, really starting to honor your body and starting to respect yourself. This has been the narrative for a lot of girls who went through that procedure. And girls who don't have bottom surgery, you don't get that because you're still a lot of times resting in your masculinity. Now, I'm not going to say that every girl is like that because there's different cases for everybody. There's some girls who do not have to get bottom surgery to think like that. But there's a lot of us that do. There's more of us that do than don't. But there's rare cases where girls will already have a hormonal imbalance or their hormones will already be set up to where they view themselves in that way and they think that way. So I'm not going to say that you have to have bottom surgery to be able to access that type of thought, but it's just not common. You are a rare girl if that's how your brain works already. You are not a common girl. That's not a common thing. And I'm not ashamed to say, bitch, I had a good testosterone level. But still, I didn't have enough testosterone to be looked at as a nigga by these niggas. I wasn't performing well enough to be included in with them. Oh, you better say that. The gag is a lot of these halfling women are not even close to a good role model. The Sky Daddy book was remixed and reproduced to misogyny. You better say that. The Sky Daddy book was remixed and reduced to misogyny. You better say that. They the worst. They the worst kind of example. Wait, they the worst example kind of people you don't want to be. They need validation from punks in power. You better say that. And they're always trying to come for somebody. And bitch, your whole vibe, bitch, your whole look, bitch, you getting your hair done, your makeup, walking around here looking like a fucking drag queen, and all that shit was done by a bunch of punks. Like, you bitches, like, you need Jesus, you need to read the Bible. Bitch, do you know this whole reality was constructed by some punks? Bitch, the Bible, punks. Bitch, your hair, your makeup, your clothes, punks. Your government, punks. Bitch, your founding fathers, punks, bitch. Punks. Bitch, everything was created by punks in this matrix. Punks. This is the Punkyarchy. Somebody put Punkyarchy in the chat. Facts. Queen may do a little wholeness subliminals here and there, but she rests in the Punkyarchy. My Wi-Fi is L. Come on, Cosmic Judge. Niggas know where the booty whisperers are. They can see a live action fleshlight. Facts. TS Generational Curses is probably watching right now. When they see and feel that essence of the divine feminine, they go ghost. Tell it. I move different now. Very demure, respectable, like. So that's what people don't understand is like there are levels and realms and spaces, and you move differently because of the realm of the space you in. You have to have the capacity. It's not for everybody. Going to have bottom surgery is not for everybody. Sometimes you don't even need it. You don't even need it to bring balance. For me, I needed it for balance, because if I wouldn't have had bottom surgery, I wouldn't even be here right now. My temper was very bad. Um I had been very, I had so much trauma around the stories of what was happening to black men. I think that was a narrative that used to play over and over in my mind, because you have to understand that when I was 23, 24 years old, I didn't see myself as a woman. Okay. I always felt that I was more connected to my foremothers, but because I grew up being taught the rule of dichotomy states you're either is or ain't. And so I was not confused about the fact I didn't have gender dysphoria, like people call it. Like, I didn't have gender dysphoria. I felt uncomfortable with my body parts. I didn't like the body parts that I had, but I didn't feel like I was born in the wrong body. I felt like I had the wrong parts on my body. And but they gave us a language, and I went with it because that was all we had. We was calling ourselves punks and faggots and trannies and cross-dressers. And so if this is something that's going to elevate us, if this is something that's going to give us different opportunities, then I started to use the language until I became conscious enough to choose the language for myself. But I didn't feel like I was born in the wrong body. I felt like I had the wrong parts on my body to be comfortable, and I didn't have the language to say that at the time. So of course I just accepted what they said. I accepted dysphoria. I accepted that I was born in the wrong body. No, I am my mother and my father. I am whole. I was born with a sex organ that I would have preferred not to have if you could have gave me a vagina, but that's not the whole body. Like, I love my hands and my feet and my legs and my head and my neck and my chest and my back. I love my body. I just don't like the sex organs. I just don't like the sex organs. So it's not necessarily the wrong body, it's the wrong parts. And so I would have loved to have been organically born with those parts, and to not have to go under the knife to have the parts that I wanted to have. But back then we didn't have the language. We did not have the language to describe who we were. We did not have the language. We would call ourselves hermaphrodites. We would call ourselves Maphrodites. But all of that language started being suppressed, just like we would suppress our indigenous roots. Everybody knew we had grandmothers that was Indians and grandfathers that was Indians. Everybody knew that they celebrating it right now in New Orleans, Mardi Gras. They celebrating it. This is Fat Tuesday in New Orleans. They celebrating it right now. Indians marching up and down the street now. We know that we are indigenous to the planet. We know that we're aborigines to the planet. But somehow they convinced us to believe that all of us came over here on slave ships. Just like they convinced us to believe that we're only two sexes cut and dry. It's you were born with a penis or you was not. And they're literally erasing intersex people, and they're people who have intersexed tissues, people who have intersex DNA. They're trying to simplify it because that is the way to keep people in slavery, showing us the ways in which we're divided versus the ways we're connected. And so when I was coming up as a youth, because I didn't have the language to really describe who I was, I basically had to accept what everybody was saying about me. I didn't know how to defend myself. My parents didn't know how to defend me. My grandmother and them didn't know how to defend me. They didn't know how to defend a male child who resonated more with the feminine and who was celebrating the feminine and who was celebrating that in a patriarchal society. In a society that prizes masculinity, performative masculinity. And it's then got to the point to where now in society, you don't even really have to look like a man. Like you could do everything that a woman does as long as you can motherfucking take that shit off and get in the bed and still look like a nigga. Like as long as you could come out of all of that, like you could get your nails done, you could wear the lace fronts, you could beat your mug out, you could do all that. But as long as when you get in the bedroom, it's a six pack, a flat chest, and some meat hanging. And some of us, we don't even need you to have the flat chest, baby. You could have a full, bitch. You have some double D's, girl, and give me a hard yike, bitch. I'm just gonna fixate on this dick. You can have the titties. I'll take the titties on my back. Some of us don't even. Just keep that pipe. Just keep that pipe for me, baby. So we just live in a reality that's just fixated on genitals. Like that's just the reality that we live in. And I think part of me, the journey was not being controlled by my genitalia. Like that literally was a part of the journey for me. Like having bottom surgery, like I said, when I was younger, I didn't see myself as a woman. Like I didn't see myself, but I did feel like I was being forced to assimilate. I feel like I wasn't being given the choice to be whole. I didn't come up in a generation where you really could just blur the gender lines. And unfortunately for me, I'm not super tall. I'm 5'8". When I was young, I probably weighed somewhere between 150, like somewhere between, I would teeter between 140 and 160. So like for a long time in my 20s, I was like 140, 160, somewhere up in there, 5'8". So I wasn't a big male. I wasn't a threatening male. I wasn't an intimidating male. I don't have big hands. I don't have big feet. I'm not like what we would say is an intimidating male. And so there was always butch queens that, some butch queens would protect me. I give them that. There's one butch queen, one gay man in New Orleans that literally will always rally for me. I want to give a shout out to Priest. I remember one time these dudes was getting ready, like they was mad, they wanted me, and they was mad because they couldn't have me. And baby, when I tell you he made punks come from miles, like he did this. And baby, when I tell you them butch queens rallied and they defended me. So I can say that every butch queen wasn't always against me or always trying to harm me or always trying to attack me, but it was a lot of butch queens who could not take me, who were threatened by me, and who were mad because my femininity was effortless and they could not take it. But there are butch queens, there are gay men who do see it for you, who do respect you, and who will protect you. They're rare, but they're out there. That you don't have to do all of this performing. You don't have to go and get veneers. You don't have to put on lace fronts. You don't have to be this idea of what it means to be a glamazon in order for them to see it for you. Because there's a lot more butch queens who have been programmed about white femininity and who are looking at femininity through a European lens, and they want you to live up to that expectation in order for them to be willing to protect you or to defend you or to have your back. If you're not performing European femininity, or if you're not performing a femininity that aligns with the white male gaze, then they're not going to defend you. And those are the type of butch queens that I don't have respect for. Those are the type of butch queens I don't have respect for. The type of butch queens that I have to perform white femininity. I have to give you a white male gaze, but you done forgot about your mother, your grandmother, your great grandmother, because you want me to sit up here and you want me to perform this motherfucking European example. And I don't respect these fucking drag queens who call themselves motherfucking trannies. These motherfucking drag queens who call themselves trannies, like motherfucking TS Madison son, who around here perpetuating that shit, cause she done said niggas in wigs, niggas with nappy hair, nappy head niggas and shit, and bitch talking about bitch, I look like my motherfucking ancestors, bitch. My ancestors had motherfucking crooked teeth, ho. Bitch, my ancestors had kinky fucking hair, bitch. Bitch, I look like the real ancestors, bitch. I look like the ones that was out there in nature, bitch. The ones that was still connected to nature, bitch. This is my real nose, bitch, my real fucking teeth, bitch, and my real fucking, bitch, my real fucking hair up under this fucking wig, ho, bitch. And you butch queens and you motherfucking drag queen, motherfucking pussy ass niggas with these motherfucking lace front wigs on trying to get white massa approval, bitch. You the worst kind I hate the most. You the worst kind I hate the most. But I said all that to say this, because I had a moment. Um, there are some butch queens who have defended me, who have honored me in my raw, rare form, who have saw it for me. But again, like I said, when I was growing up, I don't feel like I had dysphoria. I felt like I was being forced to assimilate. I remember when I was 17 years old, I tried to go and apply for the military. I hadn't taken any hormones. I think I may have taken like one hormone shot during that time, and I had took a couple of my grandma hormone pills, but it was not noticeable. My chest was still flat. I had hair. My real hair was in a bob that I had permed and got into a bob, but I was still for the most part male. I was still in a point where I could have made a baby. Like I was still for the most part male. I wanted to go and serve in the military. I went to go and apply for the military. They told me no. They turned me down. Selective services turned me down every year. They would never let me go into the military because I looked too feminine. Because I was not masculine enough to serve in the military. And so it's so funny now that you took away my opportunity to earn money and to be able to sustain myself and to be able to take care of myself, or to be able to, at the very least, if I would have got killed or something would have happened to me, I would have been able to leave some type of resources to my family. So you took away my opportunity to be able to earn money, to be able to earn resources, to be able to leave some type of stability to my family. You took that opportunity from me because you said that I was too feminine. But now you're telling me, oh, you're a man, you're a man, you're a man. But when it was convenient for you, you told me that I was too feminine and that I wasn't good enough to fight for Uncle Sam. That's what you said. That's what you said. That's what you said. When my body was still in good condition, I hadn't taken no hormones, I hadn't taken no estrogen, I hadn't done all of these things that you say, make us compromise. I hadn't done all those things, and I was ready to go and fight in the military. Y'all said, and this the gag. You know how many white trans women have fought in the military? You know how many white trans women, but I guess they was good enough, huh? You know how many white trans women y'all let get in the military? You know how many white trans veterans I know? Y'all let them serve. Y'all let them go get in. Y'all let it's you know how many white veteran trans women there are now, but y'all wouldn't let me serve. Y'all wouldn't let me get my bag. Y'all wouldn't let me get my check. Cause y'all said I was too pussy. But now conveniently I'm a man again. Order in the court. I'm a man now. Back to being a man. But 30 something years ago, when I wanted to serve, I ain't quite cut the mustard. No moans, barely like a couple of hormone pills. It was not noticeable. It was I could have stripped down naked and you would have saw a boy. You would have saw a young man. But that wasn't selling it for y'all. And so, like I said, I was constantly alienated from male spaces. And like I remember not being allowed to go to no Fast No Films parties. I remember clubs that only allowed men in them. I remember walking up to the door with a flat chest and a perm and being turned away because I had on a perm and some Daisy Dukes. Effortlessly. No hormones, no nothing. They never saw it for me. Niggas, the gay community, gay men, Bitch, when they were doing the exclusive men can come to this, only men, bitch, they never saw it for me. And so when you and see now, I think they're learning the era of that. They're learning the era of that because they didn't expect for a branch of trans people to actually wake up from the sleep. They didn't expect lay lim lay lur to happen. They didn't expect for wholeness. They didn't expect for a platform ran by and governed by black indigenous people to be sitting up here having a conversation about the mother and the father and having a conversation about wholeness. You know, they thought that we all was just gonna be running around here till the end of time with a dick in our mouth worshiping the father. They thought either we was gonna get it together and we was gonna be his good wife, we was gonna be his good, like the intersex girl they got out now. I can't think of her name right now, but I was looking at her on Instagram, the one who was pregnant with the baby and had the miscarriage. I love her narrative, but what I cannot stand about her narrative is that Father God King Jesus shit. I cannot with that narrative. I cannot with that narrative. Like you okay, so if you are truly an intersex person and you are born with both sexes, you sitting up here praying to a man. Like, girl, make that shit make sense, girl. You sitting up here praying to a masculine deity. He told me, and this is what he said, and they did a number on you. Like, that's the only part that get me about that narrative because I really do like her narrative and I really would like to see her win. But I just cannot respect that whole Father God. Like, you have a platform like that and you somewhere talking about Father God, King Jesus, He. And this is what the Butch Queens have done to create the Punkyarchy. Like, they literally want us to be divided. Like, they literally want us to focus on how we're different rather than we're the same. I went through my timeline yesterday on Instagram and I just started unfollowing Butch Queens. If I am friends with a butch queen and I comment in your comment section one too many fucking times and you don't engage with me, and this goes for the same thing with you fucking cis women, with you fucking black cis women, bitch. If I'm looking at you in the comment section engaging with everybody but me, because that means you looked on my page. That means that you know who I am. That means that you've heard of me, and that means that you're purposely paying me dust. And so I'm not finna continue to support your faggot ass and your motherfucking toxic, misogynist, motherfucking mammy-fied ass. I'm not doing all that. I'm not being sidekicked by no fucking punk. And I'm not being sidekicked by no motherfucking mammy. Bitch, this is not what we doing in 25, bitch. I'm not being motherfucking sidekicked by no motherfucking mammy or no punk. Mammies and punks will not be sidekicking members of the nation. Members of the nation will not be sidekicked by punks and mammies. Order in the court. The fuck? Look like letting a punk and a mammy sidekick me. So I'm in your comment section and I'm leaving thoughtful comments and respectful comments and engaging with you. And you punks, you always saying something toxic. Then I was following this one gay dude, and bitch, she got on live, bitch, and he started talking about how big his dick was, and I'm like, oh, girl, really? And then, like, if I was to get on live and I was just to be doing short videos talking about, girl, my motherfucking pussy so fat, y'all will be saying that I'm legit trying to talk people into getting a sex change. Like, if I got on here and glorified my motherfucking handcrafted vagina, my motherfucking surgically created vagina, y'all will be saying I'm trying to influence people to go and get the sex change if I got on here bragging about my pussy all the time. But you motherfucking butch queens and you motherfucking cis women, y'all sit up, my pussy wet, my pussy like a mop and wop, 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 and my dick so big and da. But the moment trans people start motherfucking getting a little life off of their shit, They done laid on the table and risk their life for, and risk their help for, and risk their freedom for. Y'all mad because y'all saying a bitch trying to influence other people to go and have surgeries. Well, bitch, if you stop worshiping your dicks and your pussies, bitch, then maybe we wouldn't have that fucking shit as a culture, bitch. Take accountability, ho, for creating that motherfucking environment, bitch. It's crazy. I always unintentionally protected myself from a lot of things, even years before, especially dealing with niggas. I thought I was a they thought I was a prude or boring. You thought you was, or they thought, or both of y'all thought. Okay, no bail. Order in the court. Transparency is something that is limited, that these limited punks can't reach yet or understand. Come on now. I remember the military recruiter called my house. When I answered the phone, the man laughed in my face. Costuming and mimicking femininity and bashing whole DF beings is nasty. Whole divine feminine beings is nasty work, right? The patriarchy can't have it both ways. I remember being really young and the older gays hated when I pumped through with my butch queen friends. They knew I didn't belong and had a prob and had no problem letting me know it. And it's crazy, like they push you out. And a lot of girls who cosplay femininity, who go and get titties, and who go and get, their face done, and who go and get their body work done, so that they could be spectacles and entertainment for these butch queens at gay clubs, so that they could be like this parody of womanhood, so they could be like this mimicking of womanhood. They literally have a culture where they support the girls on stage pantomiming, looking like white women. The girls are sitting on stage with their hair slicked, all type of gel on it, looking straight. And this is no shade to pageant girls, because there's some girls in the pageant community who I adore, who I love. You know what I'm saying? We're not besties, but I have the utmost respect for a lot of girls in the pageant community. But you have created this whole lane and this whole genre to have beings like us on stage lip singing for you, lip singing women, making a parody of womanhood, pantomiming womanhood, and performing womanhood. And when those girls come up out of that drag, as long as you can still see that they resonate more with the patriarchy, they resonate more with punkdom, they resonate more with the manhood, they resonate more with that. You don't have no problem with having them in spaces. And that's how you want all of us to be. You want all the girls who are capable of walking between the worlds, or all the girls who are capable of saying, I'm going to the other side. It was so funny after I got my sex change. After I got my sex change, I went to a gay club, because it's a rite of passage. You go to the gay club and you want the community to give you their blessings, to say, I see it for you. I know that you about to be sitting more with the straight community, but you haven't forgot where you came from. You want your blessings. You want your blessings from the gay community. So when I got my sex change, I went to the gay club. And after I got my sex change, I went to the gay club. And I didn't go there with an attitude. I didn't go there like, oh, I'm better than y'all. Oh, look at me now. Bitch, you a bunch of punks and I'm a real woman. Like, it was nowhere near that energy. I was literally going there because I wanted their blessing. I wanted them to say, okay, we get it. We understand. We see it for you. It's been a tumultuous journey, but we see it for you. And we know that you have not forgotten where you came from. It was basically that energy. So when I walked through the door, one of the girls who been knowing me forever, she was like, "Oh, girl, what you doing here? Like, I'm surprised to see you here." And I'm like, So I don't have a right to be here anymore because like does me getting a vagina mean that I want to be cis now? Does that mean that I'm not queer anymore? You know, because there are beings here who were born with vaginas. And so if there are beings here that were born with vaginas, why can't I be here? So like that always just kind of puzzled me. And one of the reasons why I do what I do, you know, one of the reasons why I do what I do is because, and I fight so hard to talk about things outside of the gay community because I think we get tunnel vision when we're talking about the gay and trans community. And, you know, beings like us who get bottom surgery, we are meant to be the bridge. Some of us, we get our vaginas and we go over there into the cis community and we become halflings and we become just as toxic as them. Some of us don't even need to have bottom surgery to become as toxic as them. Some of us still be having dick and balls hanging between our legs and be just as toxic as post-op girls and post-op men who forget where the fuck they come from. Some of us forget where we come from when it comes to being black. Some of us forget where we come from when it comes to being trans, bitch. We just forgetting where we come from all around the motherfucking room, bitch. So I just never wanted to be a person that forgot where I came from as far as my melanin, forgot where I came from as far as my transition, forgot where I came from as far as my queerness. I'm just not trying to be a person who forgets where I came from. I do believe in playing the whole tape. We play the whole tape here at Lady Them Laylar Nation on both sides. Amen, a woman. So, but yeah, some of us girls, we get the vagina, we go up into the cis community and we study the cis community. We study them well. We study the females. We study the females in their toxicity and their halflingness. We study the males in their toxicity and their halflingness. And because we want to fully submerge ourselves into that culture, we don't do anything that shows our connection to our divine wholeness. We don't do things that make us look whole because some of us are cowards. Some of us just don't feel like doing the work. Some of us just say, hey, that's not my fight. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, bitch. I love this toxic shit, bitch. And I want to be a part of this toxic shit as is, bitch. I'm not trying to change this toxic shit. Bitch, I'm finna go over here and roll around in this dookie and this feces, bitch, and this motherfucking throw up and this vile waste and this motherfucking yeast infection, bitch. I'ma roll around in this motherfucking muck and miry clay with these nasty halfling bitches, bitch. I'ma study you hoes, bitch. I'ma learn how to be a halfling ass nigga. I'ma learn how to be a halfling ass bitch. And bitch, I'ma come over here, bitch, and I'm gonna motherfucking rule over you fucking halflings with my motherfucking man-made pussy and my man-made dick. Order in the court. Order in the court. There are some trans people who do that shit. I'm not one of them. Let the record show. Let the record show they not like us. Let the record show they're not like us at the Nation of Laylam Laylar. Let the record show. Let the record show they're not like us. We're not like them. Those are what you call the cats. The cis adjacent trans. I'm not here for that. I didn't go through this pain. I did not lay on the table and have my flesh flipped inside out, done cartwheels, doctors cutting on me. I didn't go through all that to erase my narrative so that I could blend in with females. Because when we're sitting around and you're talking about your motherfucking cycles, when we sitting around and you're talking about your cycles and you're talking about the babies you've made and you're talking about everything that you've experienced with your vagina, I'm going to sit up and I'm going to talk about how, child, I was leaking for 6 months, girl. I had vaginosis, girl. Miss Thing, girl. Trey had dug me out so hard, girl. I had got like a little hernia in my stomach, girl. I had to have another surgery, girl. Bitch, I went through hell, girl, for this motherfucking man-made pussy, bitch. We're going to, bitch, order in the court, bitch. We're going to talk talk about the drama and the struggles that I went through, girl, to feel comfortable in my body, girl. Bitch, I'm gonna sit up and tell you the stories about, girl, how I got tired of getting ran up in my booty hole, girl. How I wanted to give that booty hole a break, girl, and how I went and laid on the table and got put to sleep, girl, and let them cut on my abdominal tissue, girl, so that they could create a canal, girl, so that I could be able to take some dick in another hole besides my booty hole. Order in the court, baby. We're gonna talk about that. You're not going to erase me. I'm not going to sit there and be quiet and act like I'm going through the same thing that you going through trying to blend in with you, bitch. No. Because my story is powerful. As is. I don't have to pretend to be you. I don't have to mimic you. I don't have to perform, bitch. My story is powerful as is. I don't have to whitewash it. I don't have to dress it up. It's powerful as it is. And I'm so thankful for my narrative because I'm literally going through it right now. I'm going through shit real time with my empire. Me and my empire is going through it right now. Bitch, motherfucking urinary tract infections, yeast infections, vaginosis. Bitch, me and this hoe be going through it. Me and this hoe be going through it. And I don't regret any of it because it has made me, like, when I had my penile inversion, because, bitch, the only thing that I ever had to do with that hoe was get a motherfucking wet wipe and wipe up in that bitch, or take some soap and wipe that bitch out because she wasn't deep at all. Girl, that hoe never really, like, when I first got it, she gave me a lot of problems during the healing process, which why I think this hoe is giving me problems, because it was a more evasive surgery. It's taking it longer to heal. But when I got the last pussy child, it was literally just a hole. Bitch, that hole wasn't self-lubricating. That bitch wasn't, as deep as this one is. That bitch wasn't giving what this one give. This bitch still be bleeding. Like I got a fucking cycle, bitch. Bitch, I'm still bleeding. What the fuck? So, because I'm going through so much with this hole, it's really making me be thoughtful about letting people jumping down on top of me. See, when you don't go through shit, it's like when you get a paycheck. When you go and work for that money, you are more thoughtful about how you spend it. Well, some of us, child, we get our fucking paycheck and go and blow that shit on bullshit. But, bitch, if you had to work for something, bitch, you're more likely to respect it. You're more likely to appreciate it. And so, what I've been going through with this motherfucking vagina, this rip, has really made me appreciate what some females have to go through with their vaginas, bitch. And when you've had to go through all this shit with your vagina, you don't want to just let anybody climb on top of you. Bitch, when you know the creams and the ointments and the dilation time and the towels that you've had to lay down under you, bitch, and the douching and all this stuff, bitch, to keep this girl clean and to keep this girl sanitized, bitch, all the stuff that you've had to go through to manage this empire, bitch. Bitch, I've had to go, bitch, this is like taking care of a child. It's like taking care of a child. Bitch, I gotta constantly check in on this hoe. And so having to go through all of this with my body again at this age has really, that's why when I went to New Orleans, I did not have sex with nobody. Bitch, I did not. Bitch, I made it to New Orleans and made it back without getting any dick. And the dude who I've been talking to is so motherfucking funny, girl. Yesterday, I've always wanted Trey to tell me Grand Rising, right? I've always wanted Trey to message me and tell me Grand Rising. Girl, I was finna reach for the phone. I forgot I'm on it. Girl, Trey messaged me the day before yesterday, and he was like Grand Rising. No, he didn't say Grand Rising. He said Rising, which was the abbreviation for Rising. Girl, he said Rising. So I responded back and I was like, well, I didn't even get a chance to respond back. He said rising. Then when he said rising, now mind you, he had just hung up in my face. He had just hung up in my face last night. And the reason why he hung up in my face is because we were arguing about, he said, you can't call a woman, you can't bring a baby here without the portal. The woman is the portal. And I was like, but what if you're intersex? If you have a dick and a vagina, is that is that a female? What is that? Like, if someone has both sex organs, do you call it a male or do you call it a female? Do you call it a woman? Like, do y'all just automatically erase the fact that they got a dick? So we couldn't agree on, like, identifying language that would identify a being who had a penis and a vagina. Like, we couldn't come together. Like, he was like, you have to have the woman, you have to have the portal. And I was like, well, what if it's an intersex person? Is that a woman? Is that a female? And so he was just like, no, no, like, he just would not, he wasn't trying to hear what I was saying. So he got mad and he hung up on me. So then a little while later, he started messaging me. And he was like, "You sleep?" And I said no. And so I guess he was just trying to see if I blocked him, because normally when that nigga play in my face like that, I block his ass. But I didn't block him. So when we woke up, he said, so about 10 o'clock, he was like rising, and I was like, and so 5 minutes, like literally maybe 5 or 10 minutes after he said rising, he didn't even wait for me to respond. He said, can I borrow $10, please? So I didn't even respond because we've only been talking for 2 months, and I don't know where in your mind did you, because you're always talking about you're a man, like you're a man, and even though you speak about wholeness and all of this, you still give me very much that you living in the constructs, like. And so for you to feel comfortable asking me for $10 this soon in our, like, we've never physically met each other, like we literally just been talking on the phone, and so you felt comfortable asking me for $10 already. And so I didn't even know how to respond to it. So I just didn't respond at all. So at about 5 or 6 o'clock that evening, he messaged me and he said, wow. And I said, my response was, I thought the same thing. Like, wow. Like, you felt comfortable asking me for money. And so he said, and then he said, I'm not understanding. And I'm like, no, no, no. He said, why? And then I responded back and said, I was thinking the same thing. Why? Why are you feeling comfortable asking me for $10? Bitch, you don't fucking know me. Like, we're talking on the phone trying to get to know each other. How do you see me if you think that it's okay for you, calling yourself a man, to be asking me for $10? Like, where they do that at? Now, don't get me wrong, I don't mind helping someone out, but I'm not fixing to help you out when you have a problem with communication. I'm not going to reward behavior that I feel is disrespectful to me. You literally just hung up in my face the night before because we didn't agree with each other, and then you woke up the next day and fixed your mouth to ask me for $10. Where the fuck do they do that at? And what in the low self-esteem would allow me to send you $10 after you just played in my face? I'm not that desperate for attention. I'm low-key really trying to be patient with you because I see potential, but don't confuse my patience for weakness. I am patient, not stupid. So anyway, after he said why, I said, I literally thought the same thing. Why? And then he said, I'm not understanding. And I responded back and said, I don't understand either. That's why I did not respond when you asked me for the $10. That's why I didn't respond, because bitch, I didn't know how to respond to that without eating him alive. So I didn't say anything. What mama said, if you can't say nothing nice, don't say nothing at all. Well, my grace was my silence. The grace was the silence. I didn't have anything nice to say, so I opted to say nothing. But you felt away because you didn't get a response from me. And And the crazy part about it is that was like the closest thing I had to like intimacy while I was in while I was in Louisiana. Like literally after I did my performance that night, I called him. We talked on the phone for a couple of hours. And so we was exchanging, like we was talking on the phone while I was there, but I didn't engage in anything sexual. I didn't try to hook, like dudes was hollering. Oh, bitch, dudes was hollering. Like I had dudes hollering. Like when I wore this little dress that I had on my story, I wore that to the store. Niggas was pulling over on the side of the road. Niggas was blowing horns. Like definitely could have got me some. Definitely could have got me some a couple of times. But I just wasn't. That just wasn't the frequency I was on, and I was enjoying talking to him because I knew he was miles away. He was back here in Georgia and I was in Louisiana. So I'm like, yeah, this is the perfect person to talk to because there ain't no chance in us physically hooking up. I'm vulnerable right now and I do want some type of masculine attention. So I did reach out to him. But child, when he did that shit the other day, so he have not responded since then. And bitch, I haven't responded neither. I have not called him. Like this happened on Sunday. He ain't called me Sunday night. I ain't call him Sunday night. He ain't called me Monday. I ain't call him Monday. Today is Tuesday and he ain't text. And I ain't text either. And I ain't going to. Because I am the type of being who do believe in. I am old fashioned when it comes to like cooking and stuff like that. I do like to cook for my partner who is traditionally a cis looking man. I do. I will get in the kitchen and burn. Bitch, if he done dick me down really well, bitch, and we happy, bitch. Oh, bitch, I'm about to get in the kitchen and burn. I am a girl who don't mind getting a job when I'm happy. Bitch, if I'm happy, bitch, if this nigga making me happy, bitch, I will get out and get a job because we need money. And bitch, if for some reason you can't get no job because of your prison record or because something wrong, bitch, I am a girl who has traditionally been known to get out there and get a fucking job, bitch, because we got to make ends meet. So I'm not finna sit up here and act like I'm not a girl who are a being that don't believe in. Bitch, I'm not no, you gotta take care of me. I wanna be kept because I done had all of that. I had that with sugar daddies. I had sugar daddies who took care of me, paid all my bills, did everything for me. And most of the time when I was in relationships like that, they were toxic. Bitch, I was smoking crack. Bitch, I was snorting powder every day. Bitch, I was a whole fucking junkie because it's not in my nature to just be kept. That's not in my nature to just lay around and do nothing. It's not in my nature. That's not. I am a person who likes to get it. I like to be a part of it. I like to make things happen. I like to make things move. I like to show that I'm contributing to this relationship. That's very much my energy. So I am not the type of feminine energy that's just gonna sit back and wait for you to bring home the bacon and I'ma cook it. That shit might work for about 2 weeks or a month. I could play house with you for about a month, but after a little while, I'm gonna start feeling claustrophobic, and I'm gonna start feeling like we could be doing more, we could be having more, we could be getting further. So my Gemini start kicking in, that other twin come out, and bitch, I feel like yeah, we need to. But because I'm like that, don't think that I'm a patsy. Don't think that because I will get in the kitchen and cook a meal or because I want to contribute to this relationship, because I want to work, because I want to help to build with you, because I want to grow with you, because I want to expand with you, that I am a patsy. Don't confuse that. Don't confuse that drive and that determination and that willingness to contribute to what we're building as you got a motherfucking duck and you about to pluck it. Don't confuse it. But like I said, there are some things about me that are old fashioned. I will get in the kitchen and burn for my partner and cook my ass off. If you like some old greasy soul food, I can cook that. If you like something that makes you feel healthy and light and charged and energetic, I can cook that as well. Bitch, I know how to cook vegan shit and I know how to cook some old greasy fat backs, because I was raised in the country. I'm a Gemini through and through. Bitch, I can cook all type of shit. Bitch, I could cook a healthy ass meal where you will be like charged and ready to run 3 miles. And bitch, I could cook something that'll put that ass to sleep. Order in the court. bitch. Bitch, I will cook something that will lay that ass out. bitch. Bitch, it depends on what you have a palate for, bitch. They already done told me astrologically I'm a kitchen witch. Bunnies will be the ones with cosplay escort ads after bashing the dolls. Baby, you better say that. After sitting up there bashing the dolls, honey. And so, um, in some ways, I'm old fashioned and traditional because I am predominantly the feminine energy. I do believe at some capacity, I do like to, serve my partner. I do like to have my submissive moments. But, at the end of the day, I am whole and I need you to respect that and I need you to see that. My heart goes out to a lot of these males, whether they are gay, whether they are cis heterosexual, whether they're bisexual. There has been some vicious programming done on these beings, and a lot of them are just fucked up. From the gay men all the way to the butch queens. Like, I mean, from the gay men all the way to the cis heterosexual men. Like, it's really hard for gay men to be in a relationship with a self-aware trans person, a self-aware trans feminine being, because gay men feel like they have to perform this idea of masculinity. And so they are many times trying to perform masculinity at a higher level than the cis men. And it's like, baby, be yourself. Just don't be no coward. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's all I ask. Like, just be your, like, we don't have to put labels or any of this. Just be yourself. Like, let's just build together. Like, let's just love on each other and build together and stop worrying about how people see you. Cause I'm damn sure not worried about how these motherfuckers see me. These father suckers see me. I'm not worried about it at all. So, bitch, why you suppressed? And then with the cis heterosexual men, they feel like they have to perform. It's just all of them, girl. It's just like the men be around here, like they literally be performing harder than the females. Like literally, the men be performing. It be so much performance with these men. Girl, and the gay men, girl, you could tell they be performing. Girl, this how you know, girl. We used to like, we really felt like we was the ones that was around here doing all this shit to our bodies. But girl, these gay men is around here having motherfucking hair transplants, getting veneers, getting BBLs, getting motherfucking pec surgeries. Like these gay men is around here, girl. They is really, really in a competition with each other, girl. And bitch, it's low key giving a new form of womanhood. Like it's low key giving, like these butch queens be around here having as much, be wearing more makeup, having as much surgeries as the female to perform masculinity. And it's like, girl, you just the motherfucking gave womanhood a different aesthetic, but bitch, you a whole woman too. Cause bitch, the very idea of being a woman in this reality is about performing this kept look, this 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 kept, like looking like you don't work hard, looking like you sit at home and you make money, and looking like you don't have to really get out and work, and you don't have to like this whole persona that you are kept. That has traditionally been a genre or a space that cis women have occupied. And so now you have males who are giving an allure as men as kept. And so y'all really have just like expanded womanhood, because now the men are occupying a space that was traditionally for cis women under a patriarch. You got men running around here with waterproof makeup on, nails, getting BBLs, veneers, hair transplants, looking like they ain't never worked a day in their life. Isn't that a space that has traditionally been occupied by cis women? Stop me when I'm lying. Is that not a space that has been traditionally occupied by cis women? Wasn't that space created for cis women? And so, just because you got a mustache and a penis and a six pack and you call yourself a man, it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that you're not maneuvering like a cis woman. There's a lot of gay men who present as men, who present as a cis man. I'm not going to say a cis heterosexual man, but for all intents and purposes, present as a cis man, but maneuvers like a cis heterosexual woman. Order in the courts. Bitch, because a lot of y'all, it's going to take you a second to process that. Did you hear what I said? I said they present as cis men, not cis heterosexual now, keyword. They present as cis men, but they maneuver as a cisgender heterosexual housewife. Order in the court. And see, this is what the binary is not going to give you. The like halflings not gonna talk about this. Halflings don't even have the range to have that type of conversation. They don't even have the range to delve into that, to tap into that. How these cis men are around here performing housewives. Like these cis men are literally around here giving you Housewives of Atlanta, around here giving you all of and this is probably why a lot of cis men are, a gay man is the one who founded the franchise. Because a lot of these gay men are already living the housewives fantasy. They're already living that dream. They're already doing that. Gay men are kept. Gay men live like housewives. Y'all finna try to act like y'all don't know it's gay men around here living like housewives. And that's why so many gay men can relate to these narratives. These are merely archetypes and avatars for what they really doing. The gay men are really living that. That's why they love that. And if you got a feminine gay man, if you got a gay man that's not masculine enough in society and he can't perform, like he can't maneuver like he's your homeboy, but he's a gorgeous pretty boy. Kind of like Bagoas, kind of like Alexander the Great used to have his harem for his eunuchs and he have his pretty boys. You have these wealthy men that's maneuvering in society and trying to get the respect of, a powerful hegemonic entity. He's trying to make himself look like he's really, really King Cooper, like he's really, really masculine. He can't be walking up in there with a whole bunch of feminine ass gay men with him. But that don't mean that he don't love them feminine gay boys. So he have those gay boys kept. He have those gay boys and those fresh those trainees that just got their first implants and titties ain't even dropped yet and just put the wig on 15 minutes ago. He have them kept. He have them somewhere hiding. See, the housewives are actually really out here working because to be a housewife is to earn a check. So it is really a performance. The females are supporting the patriarchy by presenting this illusion that they're not out here working. But just the whole idea of you being a housewife means that you're getting a check for this performance. So you are working. In essence, you're really not a housewife because now you're earning a check up on this plantation. These gay men got you working, earning checks, pretending to be kept. When really, in fact, it is the feminine gay boys who are being kept. Because Massa can't be strolling around the plantation with his little feminine boy. With his little boy that's naturally connected to the divine feminine and think that he's gonna be respected as a powerful hegemon. Alexander the Great didn't take Bagoas to war with him. Bagoas stayed at home. Bagoas was kept. Baby, do your research on Bagoas and Alexander the Great. Now, when Alexander the Great got ready to go to war, his best friend, he was fucking him too. And his best friend was a warrior and was a fighter. His best friend wasn't no pretty boy. His best friend was a head buster. And his best friend used to go to war with him. So when you get ready to go to war, you got to bring your gay man friend, your butch queen friend that's going to be able to perform masculinity, that's going to be able to blend in so you can be respected. Because they all doing it. They all got their pretty boys at home. They all got their little pretty men's at home being kept. But when it's time to go to war, you're going to bring that man with you that's going to be able to perform with you. Because the world is a stage. So you got to bring the gay man that's going to set the gay to the side. Want me to say something? Can I say something, queen? You can't bring your sissy lover. The one that like to wear the makeup and get the nails done and things. You keep them at home. You take care of them. You dress them up real nice. And they look sexy for you when you come home like a housewife. Y'all don't hear me? You don't bring them off to the boardrooms and the courtrooms and the businesses and when you're handling big shit. You leave them at home to be kept, and they're at home watching what? They're watching Housewives. They're watching Bravo. Your sissy boys, they're at home. They're watching Bravo. They're watching the network. They're watching that. Eating bonbons on the couch with their nails done, clocking, practicing cooking meals. Yes, ma'am. You leave that faggotry at home. And then what you bring off to battle with you, what you bring off to war with you. You bring someone that could perform masculinity. That's what you do. That's how you do that. Oh, so we ended out with a lesson. We had to go into a lesson today. Ooh. But y'all, we've been on this live for 2 minutes. And now I'm going to light 3 stems today because we didn't light any while I was out of town. Past, present, and future. So in the case of TS Madison, in the case of TS Manly Man, in the case of the TS excavated tunnels, Wally Wonka Chocolate Factory, Cabbage Patch Kid face, we have found that TS Madison is guilty of wanting a vagina. We has found that T.S. Madison is found guilty of wanting a vagina. T.S. Madison has been found guilty of wanting another hole to have dug out. T.S. Madison has been found guilty of the charges of wanting to not have trade have to tunnel through those excavated tunnels and go through that gravel and mortar and play around in that gravy and that chocolate factory that is her asshole, because she's sitting around with dinners of Christmas past inside of her motherfucking gut. And so we have found that T.S. Madison is guilty of wanting a vagina and being envious of beings who've had that surgery because she too tired to be climbing on niggas' back. She ain't got that energy. She ain't got that stamina no more. She don't have that stamina no more. She can't get on top of nobody. She can't. Thank goodness that she has this platform right now, because if she had to go back to fucking, if she had to go back to the Big Dick Raw Dog Productions, if she had to go back to that, if she had to go back to men standing behind her and Timberlands on so that they could have grip, bumping against that brick wall of hers, um, what would she do? And so we have found in this courtroom that the honor that T.S. Madden's son is guilty of secretly wanting vaginal surgery so that Trey won't have to pass through that soup kitchen that is her asshole to get some type of pleasure. So um the jury, we're gonna step away for sentencing for a second. We're going to take a moment to acknowledge the candles while we figure out what sentencing is for T.S. Big Back Man and Son. And just Dr. Heavanly. It's just giving, just giving Dr. Hell, just hell coming out the mouth. But during this moment, before we figure out what sentencing is for T.S. Man and Son, we want to take a moment to acknowledge the candles. We have the candles are lit, representing the past, the present, and the future. We light these candles to acknowledge the life and legacy of our great ancestors, namely Angie Stone. Angie Stone came through here, passing at 63 on the first day of March, um, in the year of Divine Nine. The third month of the year, living till she was 63, which is 9, passing in the year of 9. A lot of threes going on in here. Trinities and completion, a lot of that energy going on. And so we thank you for your presence. We thank you for your art. We thank you for your storytelling. We thank you for your being. We thank you for your existence. Goddess God, Angie Stone, who is now with the ancestors, who is experiencing a different part of the journey. We wish your soul well. We wish your soul peace. Um, as it is recycled into the cosmos, for you to go on and be greater, for you to go on and have a different experience, for you to reconnect with Source, a man, a woman. We are truly, truly, truly honoring you in that moment, in that way. Thank you, ancestors, again, who have come, ancestors who are here, and ancestors who will come. We are so grateful for the opportunity to be nurtured under your light. We thank you for your grace. We thank you for your patience. We thank you for your power. We thank you for your sustenance. We thank you for the resources that you give us. We thank you for a good night's rest. We thank you for sanity. We thank you for health. We thank you for strength in our bodies. We thank you for family. We thank you for loved ones. We thank you for food when we are hungry, sustenance. We thank you for the sustenance that fills our minds, our bodies, and souls. We just thank you so much for everything that you do. Even in the darkest days, in the darkest hour, we know that you are working things out, and we're so eternally grateful for that. As above, so below, as within, so without. As above, so below, as within, so without. Thank you, God Goddess. Thank you, God Goddess. A man, a woman, Laylim Layler. As I blow out these candles on the physical plane, they grow with intensity and purpose on the spiritual plane, preparing us for times that are now. The court so orders that TS Madison really take some time and some consideration to just think about what might be best for her. Maybe go to Thailand. Maybe go and get you one of them beautiful pussies over there in Thailand. I don't know if that would help. I don't know if you mentally could handle it. I don't know if it would drive you crazy um, from the way you talk because you're just so infatuated with penis. And if you go over there and you survive the surgery, um, get yourself together health wise to be able to go and lay on the table and to have the surgery, and someone slides and maybe get maybe have like some of the silicone siphoned off your ass. Maybe have some of that. But and just to have one of those pretty pussies, because you do have the money, to go over there and get the pussy that I've always wanted. You have the resources to go and get the pussy that I've always wanted. But would they see it for you then? Would you be TS Madison? It's kind of like Lizzo losing all the weight. It's kind of like people bad mouthing Lizzo because Lizzo was supposed to be the ambassador for big big back women. Like Lizzo was the hope of the big back woman. And so you going to get your dick removed or going to have your dick inverted, going to get your pussy restored, um, would you even be you anymore? Would you even be you? So the court is just going to order you to just like either be honest with yourself about the bitterness that the box that you've built yourself into, because you have branded yourself as the big dick bitch. You have branded yourself as the big dick bitch. You are known for shaking your dick on Vine. You have boxed yourself into being a human tranny penis. That's how the world sees you, as a human tranny penis. They don't see you as a person. They see you as a silicone encased penis walking. And so because you have boxed yourself into that, they see you as I mean literally, what are dildos made out of? Silicone. You are literally a walking silicone dick. And because you have made this your narrative, would people still follow you? Would people support you? Like would people still be there for you? Who would you be? Like as that door opens up for you and you're forced to process information differently, because it will bring about a change if you really go through the procedure and you don't pretend to have had it, like you pretend that's your husband, like you pretend that's your man. If you actually go and physically have the surgery and that door opens and you begin to be flooded with all of these actual thoughts that connect you more to the divine feminine, and you're able for 1 second to take that big dick out of your mouth, that big spiritual dick that's in your mouth. If you're able to take that big spiritual dick out of your mouth for 1 second and to be able to tap into the divine feminine rather than having secret witches pray for you behind the scenes and set up altars for you, because we know that you follow a lot of esoteric people and you're not just praying to Father God, King Jesus, as you would have us to believe, that behind the scenes that you are seeking out witches and soothsayers and priestesses to do work for you. But if you were able to become an actual avatar that was able to host that energy and channel that energy for yourself, and you were able to become that vessel for yourself by going over there to Thailand and getting one of those beautiful pussies, one of those beautiful magical pussies between your legs, to open up that pussy chakra and connect you with the divine mother and restore that connection that you've lost, a man, a woman. There's more that I could say, but I made it my business not to read certain things But I could go there. I could go there, but I'm not going to go there. I could go there. I'm going to leave. Certain things going to be off the table. But you need to connect with the divine mother. Because sometimes our earthly mothers, you need to connect with the divine mother. You need to connect with Tiamat. You need to connect with Isis. You need to connect with Yemaya. You need to connect with Oshun. You need to connect with Sophia. Because some of our earthly mothers have lost their way. They've drank the Kool-Aid and fell asleep in a field of poppies. So what the court is going to ask you to do, we're going to say, take some time off. Take some time off. Do a fast. Do a cleansing. Cleanse. And after you're done cleansing, cleanse some more. So that you can actually hear a signal of what you need to do next. Because you know how to make money. You know how to tap dance up on a plantation and gets to that paper for massam. You've mastered that. You've mastered tap dancing and shaking your dick in cameras and getting money for massam. And so we're going to ask you to take a fast. Take a pause. The court is ordering you to fast. Fast from all the garbage that you're putting into your body. Take a fast. Spiritual fast. Cleanse your colon. Cleanse it all out. And once you've cleansed it all out, and you can speak in a way that is not fooled with niggerdom, we're going to ask you to process what is this that's really perplexing you about girls with no nuts? What is really perplexing you about vaginal holes, whether they are man-made or birth? What is this? What is this animosity that you have with the Yanni gates, the portal, the wound, or the womb? What is it? Take some time off of the elixirs found in the fountain drinks down at Mickey D's, down at Burger King and Wendy's, the ambrosia that is the fountain drinks. Take some time away from the remixed cow meat. You want me to say something? Can I say something? The cow meat that has been recycled and processed and refabricated and refurbished to go between a bun that has been bleached and beaten down and pressed together. I want you to take a moment from the fried, the grease-soaked potatoes, the grease-soaked meats, the grease-encased meats, and the rices and all of the saturated greasy things, the milkshakes, the cow milk that has been distorted and perverted, because the cheeses and things. I need you to cleanse and purge and have you some good lettuce, some kale, some mushrooms, some baked potato yams. Yes. Some herbal teas and some fresh water from a stream and a river. And then once you've done this for about 30 or 40 days, oh my goddess God, today, I want to see the verbiage that will come out of your mouth. See if then maybe this disdain that you've been having is because perhaps you have boxed yourself into a corner. You have boxed yourself into a state and a place where you really want to be free. You really want to be the girl who is around here with that big long penis scooped up inside of you so that you can feel a shaft, a phallus beating you from betwixt your thighs, hitting your stomach chakra with no fear of dookie, no fear of fecal matter getting in the way. You can't get in the way of what I'm feeling. Yay! You want to have that moment and you can't have that moment. And so that is what the court is ordering for you. We're ordering a fast. The court is ordering that you fast. We're ordering a fast, a cleansing, if you will, cleanse. And then we can talk about next steps. So in the case of TS Madison's son, the court has ordered a 40-day fast. No Taco Bell, no Burger King, no McDonald's, no Popeyes, no fast food. None of that. None of that at all. Fruits and vegetables from a garden, nothing soaked in grease, nothing sauteed, raw, for 40 days. No alcohol, no nothing. And when you have done that, then you come forth, and we'll see what that tongue has to say then, once that mind has been cleared. But until then, until you do that, I'm done arguing with your fucking ass. Y'all have a beautiful day. Court is closed. We have deliberated on man and son. I want to say thank you to the nation for all of your support. For some reason, I can't see y'all comments right now. Wait. Yeah. A 40-day fast. Sour pickle with a peppermint stuffed in the middle. Take spiritual baths. Unpack and heal from generational curses and residual poke juice from your toxic spirit and body. Go drink some water. Listen to the Divine Mother for once. Not Zeus. Tiamat, Yemaya, Isis, Oshun, Queen Sheba. Oh, fuck. She actually would think like a woman for once if she get it. Maddie needs therapy. Hey, man, they want me. Yeah, shout out to Angie Stone. What would you do if your son was at home? Girl, I'm not about to do this. you, Ooh, crying all alone on the bedroom floor because he's hungry, and the only way to feed him is to sleep with a man for a little bit of money because his daddy's gone. Ooh-wee. Nothing but D-man and toxic silicone projected onto whole. Yes. So we have deliberated. The court has ordered spiritual baths. The court has so ordered a 40-day fast. The court has so ordered. We want you to fast from social media. We want you to fast from all your social media accounts. We want you to fast from all of the toxic foods that you have been absorbing into your body. And we want the real person underneath it all to stand up. Who knows? 40 days may eat at some of that silicone. And your body may look different. 40 days may cause you to, because the weaker flesh is what is eaten by the body first. So a 40-day fast might actually work on that body. And I'm getting ready to do a fast soon. So if you would like to join me in that fast, we definitely can do it together. We'll definitely not in the same physical space, but I definitely would be willing to guide you along on that journey. Definitely will cost you. Won't do it for free. You definitely would pay me. You've made enough money off me. If you want me to guide you through it, if you want me to help to guide you through that process, and help you to tap more into the spiritual self and your divine mother, definitely is a booking fee. Definitely would not do it for free. Definitely would not. You're not one of those girls I would do it for free for. There are some girls who I would guide through that for free, but you're not one. Yeah. But the court has ordered for you to do a fast. A fast from looking at porn, take some spiritual baths, a fast from lusting off for 40 days, not to be worshiping dick, have the word nuts in your mouth, have the word dick in your mouth, have not to have certain foods in your mouth, and to take you some spiritual baths and to call on the divine mother for 40 days, a man, a woman, so that she could restore what has been lost in your pursuit of monetary wealth, which is not something that you can take with you, because even in your Bible, the Bible that you love to quote, it says, it is easier for a wealthy man, and you are a wealthy man, it is easier for a wealthy man to get through the eye of a needle than to get into the gates of heaven. And so, yes, all of your wealth is for nothing, because it will not get you into heaven, sir. Next case, be well, take care. Until next time, down but anandarase kua keep spinning and turning, iangani, iyanko, kalukalo, which means I am a child of God, God, goddess, bound and round, both circle and square, which means we too speak life, so operations beware. Sending healing to those in despair, il babosawa, which means we come in peace, no harm to any, lelim leler. Remember, you don't have to be filthy rich to stand on business. I would like to thank Anandia. I would like to thank 100% Pure Love. I would like to thank Fatima. And I would like to thank all of the other amazing contributors to this conversation. Thank you for your unwavering support to the nation. Where would I be without you all? Have a beautiful day and take care. And also, Sunchild number 5. Thank you so much for your contributions to the conversation. And Goosey Prune, also you. Thank you so much for your contributions to the conversation. We've had an amazing live, and I look forward to talking to you soon. And maybe next time we could stay away from the greasy pork chops, because we're getting ready to start a fast, and this is a season to eat healthier and to be on a higher vibration. But every now and then, we've got to dig in the mud. Love y'all. Later. Take care. Have a beautiful day.